Hey guys, it's Cho, and I'm back with another video. Today, I just wanted to chat about something I'm super duper excited about. I'm going to be competing in my very first half marathon. I am so excited about this, guys. If you know me well at all, or even if you only know me as an acquaintance, you know I am really into long distance running. I've always been into it. In school, I was in the cross country team, and even throughout my adult years, I have maintained my desire and hobby of long distance running. Typically, when I typically run about 6 miles. I would say 6 miles is my baseline. That's what I casually run. But I have been known to run up to 8 miles, especially when I'm in Miami Beach, running down there. It is quite literally the best place to run, especially at sundown. In the evening, it's really gorgeous. Just running up the coastline is just a gorgeous run. But anyway, yeah, I love running. And by the way, if you haven't seen my vlogs from when I traveled down to Miami Beach, I have I think a series of like 3 different videos of me vlogging my experience down there. So go watch that. I'll put the links to those videos in the description box or in a card above. But back on topic, I really love running, and something just came to me one day. I was talking to an acquaintance of mine, Robert Mason, and he was telling me about how he got into marathon running. And I've just been surrounded by people that have been competing in these marathons. And I don't know if God was just talking to me, but I just felt like, okay, everyone's doing it. Maybe it's just FOMO. I don't know if it's God or FOMO. I don't know which one it is. But I figured maybe I ought to just run my very first half marathon. So I decided to sign up for the Columbus Half Marathon. This is a marathon that I routinely volunteer for, but it's gonna be a little bit different actually competing in it myself. So how am I preparing for the race? I'm actually going really above and beyond in terms of preparing. I'm doing a 20-week training schedule, which I think is a little bit overkill for my level of experience. But I just want to be careful to prevent injury on my first official half marathon. So I'm really taking it slow and easy. The way my training schedule is designed right now, I have 2 moderate days of running. So this is anywhere from 3 to 5 miles. And then I have a long day that is increasing every single week. Every other week, that long day is increasing. And then I have one easy day, which is always 2 to 3 miles, no more than 2 to 3 miles as a rest day. And I have like a rest day in between each run. That's the way I've kind of designed it. I do a run, rest, run, rest. So that way I'm not really breaking my body down. I'm really kind of like just increasing the endurance slowly but steadily. I'm also putting in a little bit of a strength day. That's where I'm doing some lifting, some arms, some chest, some thighs, some cores, legs, things of that nature. So yeah, it's been a couple weeks now. I'm on my 3rd week. I think I'm ending my 3rd week, and this is the first time that I am really having to do a long run, which is 5 miles, which is not long for me. But I'm excited. I'm really excited. I've gotten so much crazy tips and tricks on how to compete my first half marathon, and I'm really interested to see what other types of advice I get. So if you have run a half marathon before, I really want to know what your biggest tips are, okay? What are your biggest tips? on training, on nutrition, on hydration, on pace. Like any tips you have, I really want to know in the comment section below, because it's my first time. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. And I feel like people don't really give the real good advice. I've been asking everyone that I know, okay? And I've gotten some really interesting tips. So for example, one person told me how their toenails fell off. Yes, you heard that correctly. Her toenails fell off. 4 of them. 4 toenails fell off. So she was giving me advice on how to prevent that from happening. It's like, that's the advice I want to hear. That's the advice I want to hear. I don't want to hear, I don't want to hear you talk about, drink plenty of water, no, don't tell me that. I know that. Tell me how to prevent my toenails from falling off during the race. That's what I want to know in the comment section, guys. Don't be gatekeeping the really crucial, information, okay? I need it all. So anyway, I also learned today, it's so funny, the reason I'm making this video actually is because I've been planning to make this video for a little bit, just kind of letting you guys know that I'm competing in this, and like you'll be seeing lots more running content on the channel moving forward. I kind of go into phases where like I get really into something, and that's the way my content is reflected. So for a while, I was testing out all these different types of fragrances. Now you're gonna see lots of running content and food content because that's what I'm focused on. But today I was volunteering. I feed the homeless or whatever. And one of the other volunteers, I was asking him for advice because he has run a marathon before, several marathons. And he was like, do you know how to tie your shoes? And I was like, I'm 35 years old. Of course I know how to tie my shoes, right? Well, spoiler alert, I don't know how to tie my shoes. So he taught me this very specific way on how to tie shoes as a long distance runner. And this will actually help to prevent your toenails from falling off. Because essentially what happens is, the way you tie your shoes, it keeps your foot against the back of the shoe where the most support is. Because what tends to happen is when you typically tie your shoes, you're not tying them in a way where it prevents your toe from hitting the front of the shoe, and you get that impact, that rubbing up against the top of your shoe, and that pressure over a long period of time will actually aid in popping your toenails off. I know this is cringy and wild to hear, but apparently it's a true story. What I'll end up doing for this video is I'll put in a little bit of a visual tutorial on how to tie your shoes as a long distance runner. Please just ignore the fact that my shoes currently are raggedy, holey, and worn and torn, but I definitely plan on purchasing a new pair sometime in August when I have enough money saved up to do so. And that would give me time to kind of like wear them in and get them prepared for the race in October. But yeah, there's a correct and a wrong way to tie your shoes. And I was 35 years old today when I learned how to finally tie my shoes. So hopefully that visual is good for you guys. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know, like a little bit of an announcement, like my first half marathon, let's go. I'm super excited. Training has been really good. I have not missed a single training day, even though it's been like 100 million degrees in Ohio right now. I've been running at nighttime, like around 9 o'clock, so it's when it's a little bit cooler. The sun is not so hot, the UV index is low, so things have been well. But I'm really stoked, guys. I'm really stoked. I think that it's always great to set goals for yourself, because when you're able to set goals for yourself and then accomplish them, that boosts your self-esteem. So whether it's running a marathon or just having a savings goal or a workout goal or something, go out and make some goals for yourself, okay? Well, I'm not gonna hold you guys. I'm gonna keep this video short and sweet. Thanks for all your support. Check out the live streams. I go live every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. They're pretty chaotic, but they're entertaining streams. And yeah, be sure to leave a comment, leave me some advice. If you've run a marathon or a half marathon, please leave your comments down below. I'm begging for your advice. And I'll chat with you guys soon. Bye.